An overwhelming wave of emotions swept over her as she stood there. It had not been easy to track this cat and solve the enigma of its strange behavior. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. She was on the verge of losing her mind since she now knew the truth. Nothing in all of C's years of taking care of stray cats had prepared her for this. She was shocked, but she also knew that she had to face this strange circumstance. C never would have guessed that this crazy journey would come from her love of animals. She was raised in Seoul, South Korea, and had grown up with cats since she was a small child. She moved to a portion of the city 5 years ago where a lot of apartment complexes were near to one another. It was the ideal place for stray cats to gather because of all the back lanes and terraces. Samantha got to know them rather well quite fast. Not long after moving there, Samantha began feeding the stray cats. Since the cats would no longer be able to look at their trash or go near their windows, the other neighbors didn't object. The neighborhood's felines quickly got to know her, and she quickly got to know them. However, cats are elusive, and she was unaware of all their mysteries. Samantha was instantly drawn to one particular cat because it was so fascinating. One female tabby cat in particular caught Samantha's attention since she began acting strangely in comparison to the other cats. She would come close and smell around when Samantha came by carrying bowls of food, but she never took any. Samantha assumed she could have simply eaten, but the next day she repeated the same behavior. Samantha became aware that she had previously seen that cat. It was not unusual for stray cats to vanish and then reappear. This cat's behavior was peculiar. Samantha recalled that not so long ago in one of the building's basements, the tabby, whom she had named Dongguk, had given birth. She was told by a neighbor that while she had 5 kittens, none of them survived. That made Samantha sad, and she reasoned that perhaps the cat was still grieving for her babies. Is it possible that Dongguk's heartbreak prevented her from wanting to eat? Samantha made the decision to lift the tabby's spirits. She purchased wet cat food, which she only displayed on unique occasions. Dongguk couldn't possibly turn down such a delicious treat. She set the can on the ground in front of her after opening it. The cat did not touch the can. Instead, she meowed while glancing up at Samantha and staring at the food. Then she took an unexpected action. She saw the tabby examining a bag of dry cat food that she intended to give to the other strays while she stood there observing Dongguk. Still perplexed by the tabby's unwillingness to eat, she bent down to give her a pet. The cat then attempted to knock Samantha's purse out of her grasp by extending her paw. Samantha dropped the bag to the ground. Samantha scratched her head, bewildered, as Dongguk snatched it with her fangs and rushed off. Samantha continued to be shocked by Dongguk's actions. She'd been feeding strays for 5 years, and she'd never seen one act like that. She returned the following day, this time carrying another bag of food, in case Dongguk tried to grab it from her once more. The cat grabbed the bag and bolted, just like it did the day before. Samantha was determined to figure out why, even if she still didn't know. To find out where Dongguk stole the food, C made the decision to follow her. As usual, she came outside carrying a plastic bag filled with cat food. She set the bag on the ground and waited for the tabby to come. Samantha grabbed her camera and followed as soon as the cat accepted it. It would not be easy to keep up with her, she knew, as Dongguk led her into little alleys. When the cat sprang up on a ledge onto a terrace, Samantha nearly lost sight of her, but she managed to climb the steps and discovered Dongguk, who had ceased climbing and was now pacing the terrace with the plastic bag still in her mouth. She appeared to be waiting for something at times. Then Samantha noticed it. A little tabby kitten was scaling the cliff. It approached Dongguk, who put the food bag at its feet right away. Samantha concluded that the kitten had done this previously because it was so easy to rip the bag apart with its teeth. Dongguk stared intently as it proceeded to consume the food within. This indicated, C thought, that obviously some of Dongguk's litter had survived. The mother of this single kitten was trying all in her power to keep it alive. This knowledge reduced Samantha to tears, and she knew she had to do something to assist. Even though Dongguk was shrewd and savvy, Samantha wanted to make sure her efforts wouldn't go to waste, so she got in touch with a nearby animal rescue organization. Her goal was to improve the lives of the tabby and her youngster. After seeing Samantha's film, the animal group's staff was astounded by Dongguk's acts. One of them remarked, "After suffering, she was attached to the kitten." They dispatched rescuers to locate and apprehend the cats in Samantha's area. Considering that they were unfamiliar with Dongguk, the work was not simple. The tabby, a longtime wanderer, would not surrender without a struggle. Because the kitten was smaller and more obedient, the rescuers managed to catch it first. To reassure Dongguk that they intended no harm, they picked it up with great care. The mother was cautious at first, but finally let them to take her. She realized it was the only way she could get back to her pet. As Samantha watched them go, she experienced mixed emotions of delight and despair, since she knew what they were going to get. Dongguk and her kitten were reunited with their new home, which was arranged by the rescue organization for their comfort. The kitten bounced about its mother in a playful manner, delighted with its new warm covers. Dongguk was stoic during feeding time, but at last she took a dish of food. She gave off the impression that she realized her days of fretting about providing food for her child were over. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.